Hi, Virgo. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for December 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in December and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you are born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. I'm using the Connolly Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Virgo, now on to your December 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have, Virgo, is Six of Rods, and this is victory after a battle. So being victorious in some way this month is indicated. You may have to take on more work, take on more business, take on more projects. Could have to do with the holiday season. You could be kind of like fighting off a cold or something that's making you feel a little under the weather, but you'll be fighting it off. Your priorities may be shifting and changing. You may also have to take on more responsibilities, like if you have any kids, grandkids, or like you may have to like look after more people or elderly relatives, like take care of more things. Could be things around your home and your environment, but it could be people. So you may, or pets, you may find you have more responsibilities and more things you have to take care of in December. It could be to shop and prepare for the holidays. That's more responsibilities as well. There could be some way you feel like you've made your mark in something. Could be your career, could be at work. But now, or if you own your own business, but now you have to follow through with it. Like it could have been some, like you did some big project, but now you got to keep up with it. You got to keep it going. Or maybe you made a big promise or commitment to something, and now maybe you started it a little bit, but now you have to keep going and you have to follow through with it. You may be really itching and motivated to get going. It could have stuff to do with the holiday season. It could have to do with a diet or an exercise program or some kind of sport or hobby you want to get going on. But I feel for some of you, it's about like, it could have to do with your physical body. If you're trying to get pregnant, it could be, you're itching to get going on getting pregnant. That could be a motivating factor for you this month. Or, you want to lose weight or start a new type of diet, like vegan or vegetarian or something else, carnivore, keto, paleo. Maybe there's some kind of thing you're like, okay, I'm itching to get going on. Or an exercise regime that you want to start. Like maybe you've joined a gym and you're like, or you got gym equipment, you bought things like a rowing machine or a treadmill or a stair climber. You've got something and or you're waiting for it to show up so you can get going on it. You could be sending out newsletters to your family. Sending out news and information comes up here. Maybe you make a holiday letter that you send to all the family members to let everyone know what's going on with you and your family over the year, like what's happened, like the highs and the lows of the year. This could also be some kind of communication or letters you have to send out that could be related to work. Maybe your bosses want you to send out like holiday thank yous or recognition of things that are going on within the company or business you work for. The next card in your reading is the Empress, and this could be a maternal figure that is crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you. It could be a strong maternal figure in the living. This could be your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, someone like a mother figure to you. You could be the Empress. The Empress is a card that symbolizes creation. It could be the birth of a child or the birth of a business, project, plan, or an idea. If you have any gardens, you could be weeding your garden, seeding, getting seeds ready, or organizing. Like maybe you're going to start a vegetable garden in the spring and you're like, well, depending on where you live, maybe this is the right season for that. Now, it's not the right season for planting a garden in December where I live, but if you live in the southern hemisphere, this could be spring and you could be getting ready to like sow the seeds, plant the seeds, organize your garden. If you're on where I live in the northern hemisphere, you could be pulling out weeds, getting out like dead plants, cutting off the dead heads of flowers. You could be doing those kind of activities now. If your mother is living, you could be worried about your mother's mental or emotional state or physical state. You could be worried about your mom. Like, is she okay? Maybe you think she's behaving differently and you're worried. Like, why? Why is my mom behaving this way or that way? So you could have concerns, or your mom could really be on your mind in the month of December. There could be healing occurring for your mother if she's going through any kind of medical treatment, or if your mother is deceased. Your mother could actually be sending some kind of healing energy to you. This could be a month where you may feel like you begin to challenge yourself more. Maybe you're like, the status quo has been going on for a while and you're like, I need to push myself or challenge myself more. Maybe you want to go back to school or take some kind of classes or anything. It could be physical challenges like joining a gym or doing a diet like I talked about earlier. But you may feel like you need to challenge yourself more in some area of your life. If you've kind of been like a hermit, you may be coming out and being more outgoing socially in the month of December. And it could have to do because of the holidays. It could be like forcing you to do it. But it could just be that is the time you feel like you want to come out of your shell and be more social. The next card in your reading is you have 3 major arcana cards here in December. This is your second one. You have the Empress was the first major. Here's the second major, Justice, which could be dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, the court systems, lawsuits, settlements, mediation. This could also have to do with something that in your life that you felt was unfair or unjust now could become fair and just. And it might not have anything to do with legal, like lawyers or the law. You could be put into some kind of position of authority. If you're already in a position of authority, that position of authority could be kind of tested, where you have to really exercise that authority more in the month of December. If there is any court cases that you're following or involved with, I feel like there's progress, like things are moving forward. If you were waiting for a trial to start or anything legal to start and it hadn't yet, it may start to move forward now. If you There could be some tests or exams you have to take this month. They could be finals for school, like midterms, finals. But it could be other types of tests, especially if it has anything to do with law, the judicial system. But it could just mean, I don't know, my guides are bringing up taking tests, midterms, or taking tests over again. Retaking tests could come up here for you too. You may be very vocal this month and putting out there like where you stand on certain issues. It could have to do with politics, but it could be letting people know where you stand on issues going on at the place where you work, or within your family, or with your love partner. Like you could be really making some like declarations of like, this is my feelings on this is my beliefs, this is where I stand on this matter or that matter. You may be doing that, expressing those things in the month of December. You may have to have conversations with people that are connected to the government. It could be about you want some kind of permit or license or permission to do something at your property or with your home, or could involve your taxes you have to pay for your property. It could have to do with property taxes. You could learn some new, what do I want to call it? Learn some new tax laws, or laws, rules, and regulations at your job. Like you may learn them, and then it's going to make your job easier because now you're going to know. Like it could be some aspect of your job where you have to look at those things and address them on a regular basis. So you're going to learn about them, and then it just makes it easier for you. You don't have to struggle every time this thing comes up. You already know how to do it now. You know how to take care of it. So before I go on to cards 4 and 5, I just want to say here, Virgo, it's that time of year again where I look into the new year that's coming up for you in a tarot reading. And if you would like to get my New Year 2025 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot reading for the new year, to see what's going to come up for you, you can access those videos. They're on Vimeo. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or the links will be on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. Hopefully I have those links put up there by the time you're listening to this video, but that link will be down below in the description box if you're interested in getting those readings. I recommend getting both your sun sign and your rising sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in the new year of 2025. But if your cusp sign or your moon sign normally is what resonates with you on my YouTube and Rumble readings, then by all means, that is the sign you should get, or maybe you want to get a combination of them. Also, you might want to get my psychic crystal readings for the new year. My psychic crystal readings for the month of December 2024, which are an expansion and a continuation of the psychic tarot readings that I do here at the beginning of each month. And then you can see like further messages from my guides. What else did they see for you happening in December? I look into every topic I can think of to look at in those crystal readings, and they're under $3 each. So they're definitely, you may feel like they're worth it to get those messages. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. And I wish you a very happy and fantastic new year in 2025. So now on to your card number 4, you have the Star. This is the third of your major arcana cards here that showed up in your reading. And the Star is spiritual blessings, an answered wish or an answered prayer comes to you in December or maybe beyond. Some of you are starting to get recognized for your hard work and efforts. Some of you are starting to get recognized for also if you're good at your job or good at what you're doing, you could have people in the position of power at your work want to get you to instruct and train and teach other people. You may feel like you've accomplished a lot, and you could feel like, you know what, 2024, I accomplished a lot and I'm really moving forward or moving on with my life. You could feel that way in December. If you do any channeling work, I feel like it's going to exceed expectations. If you connect with your spirit guides or do mediumship or any kind of channeling, whether you've already done it throughout the year, once you're or you're starting it in December, you're going to feel like it's going well. You're getting good messages. You can understand what they're saying. You're conveying it well. So those areas of life are going to be any spiritual connection you have to your guides, angels, ascended masters, or the spirit realm that are positive spirits you want to channel. It's going to go well for you. I feel like some of you Virgos are coming to the conclusion like you have to state clearly what you want and expect results. So you may have to state clearly what you want from your partner or what you want to get from your job or your boss, or what you expect or want your children to do. It's like you see, you know what, I can't hint or beat around the bush. I need to just come right out and say it and be clear about it, and then you're going to get the results you want. The more clear and direct you are, the better the results are going to be. You may feel like you finally have gotten through a difficult time. You could feel like December is finally, you're getting blessings. This could be things that were happening out in the world. Maybe you felt like things weren't going well and you were dealing with stress and strain of difficult times that was not in your own personal life, but it was happening in the world or in your town or city or state or country, and it was affecting you. You may feel like, whoosh, I got through those times. I got through those struggles. They could be personal struggles too. If you had any struggles with love partners or family members, maybe somebody had an illness of some sort in your family, or maybe you had some kind of illness, you could be feeling like in December, I got through those tough times. You could be feeling better. Your last card in the reading is the Two of Swords. This is a card that symbolizes a stop, a block, or a stalemate. A stop, a block, or a stalemate. It could also be having to make a decision or having difficulty in making a decision. It could also, you could be being protective of yourself, protecting yourself in some way. You may be thinking about how you can make things easier for yourself or for other people that you love and care about. You may feel like you have to shelter people from some kind of storm or protect them. Now, that could be maybe you're worried about storms affecting your property, affecting your home. Maybe you're going to look into getting some things that could protect your home. That could also be from storms, but it could also be protecting you or your property or those you love and care about, like having surveillance cameras or electric fences, alarm systems. If anybody is trying to bring you down a notch, knock you down a peg. You're going to have words with them about it. If you have anything that's water related, you may want to drain it, like drain a pool. If you have water in your basement, you may want to get a French drain or a sump pump, or get it pumped out professionally, like draining something. It could be a pond, a pool, a basement. You could, this even goes back to the Justice card, you could have some issues with your neighbors if they're doing something that is to their property that then is disrupting your property. Like maybe they're digging something and it creates flooding in your property. Or they cut down a tree and it lands on your fence and breaks the fence on your property, or hits your car, or hits the, hits your roof or something. So you could be dealing with legalities that have to do with a neighbor, or maybe even the town. Maybe something your town is doing to the street or to something near your property could be causing property damage for you. And now you may have to get a lawyer, take legal action. That's possible here for some of you Virgos. You may feel like you want to protect yourself against violence. Maybe there is some kind of, maybe you have people coming into your neighborhood or city that aren't from where you live. They're outsiders coming in. And maybe there's violence that kicks up with these people, or you're afraid of there being violence. So you may want to take protective measures to protect yourself by getting personal protection. It could be the case for some of you. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Virgos to work with, use, and wear in the month of December of 2024, you got lapis, which encourages self-awareness. Lapis also encourages you to speak your truth. That came up in this reading. It also reveals inner truth and stimulates objectivity and clarity. It encourages creativity, and lapis inspires confidence, and it provides qualities of honesty, compassion, and morality. It's a good healing stone for you. I recommend, if you take any naps or meditate, sleep with it under your pillow, put it on your throat chakra or heart chakra or even your crown chakra, and it will bring some sort of healing energy to you. It's going to help you see the big picture and become more diverse in your way of thinking, being more open-minded and objective. It's also a stone that would help you fight for the truth, or fight for what you believe in, and maybe even fight for your rights. This is a stone that could also help put you in the mood to, in a way of making you feel more secure. You could feel more secure about yourself, or more secure in your life and your surroundings, which is interesting for the card that came up of Two of Swords at the end of your reading. So that's rather interesting. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools. You can access these videos by clicking on the links below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and you can get those video links there. The topics I've looked at, I already told you in the reading about the New Year 2025 psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac, and my psychic crystal readings for December of 2025 for each sign of the zodiac as well. But you know, there's so many topics under there. You can look up, if you're interested in finding out about your financial picture, or how the eclipses that we had in September and the one in October are affecting you, because they're still affecting you now. Also, if you want to see angel messages where I use different angel cards, there's 2 video series linked down below where I specifically focused on angels and angel messages. And there's also other types of readings. Love readings are down there as well. Now, I'm going to be doing more of these as the new year is progressing. But remember, in these video series, sometimes what I say that my guides tell me takes a while to happen. I hear it in the comment sections all the time. Some people are like, that happened to me a year ago. Or, you know, so what I said, don't think that just because I get a time frame on it, psychic predictions could still keep happening even after the dates I'm specifying. So you may want to check these videos out. Also, you can follow me on Rumble. I have a Rumble channel, and that's called the Lucky Mermaid LLC. And if you want to support the work I do here, you can make a donation to my channel. There's a link down below in the description box in the Show More section. Underneath all the video series links, there is a link to PayPal, and I do appreciate all of your donations. It means a lot, and it helps me a lot. So thank you for that. I also want to say here, if you purchase my Vimeo videos and you have any issues with playback problems or payment issues, you need to contact Vimeo. But I have created a page on my website, which I will link down below at the bottom, that's called Troubleshooting Videos. You click on that link, you can read the entire page of different options you have about how to solve it. Because remember, when you buy these videos on Vimeo, they only have access to your payment information and what you've purchased and Vimeo's technology on their website. I do not have access to any of that. I can contact them on your behalf, but you need to still go to the troubleshooting page and read what I have written there, or you can contact them yourself using the contact form, which is also linked on that troubleshooting page. So make sure you check that out. And also, I want to say here, if anybody is contacting you and asking, like telling you they want to give you a reading and they have my picture, that doesn't mean anything. These crooks that are frauds out there, they copy pictures off of, you know, my other social media pages and use them and pretend to be me. I am only contacting you through email. And that would be if you are on my wait list or cancellations list for a private reading. I am not contacting you any other way, and I'm not on any other platforms than Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. So anybody contacting you from anywhere else, it's certainly not me. And I don't solicit my customers, my viewers, my followers on social media. It's only if you're on my wait list or my cancellations list, and it would be for a private reading. So make sure you report and block these frauds, because they're just trying to steal money from you. And I don't want to see that happen to my dear viewers of my videos. I really don't want to see that happen to you. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing and happy month of December, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace. you.